Hey YouTube, just wanted to give you guys some idea of what's going on up here on Little Mountain for 2015. Probably the biggest news I have is that I've decided to shut down the workshop. I'm not going to be making any more shell preppers, any more grid boards, any more grips. I'm not going to be doing any kind of work at all in the shop that I'm going to be selling. And it was a long time coming. I've struggled for many years to scratch a living out of this online type of custom craftsman gig, and it's been a failure. I'll admit it. If you want to look at it in terms of gross revenue, you can't call something where you make $3,000 or $4,000 at the end of the year a business. You just can't. It's a hobby. It's something that you're doing to avoid actually making a living. So I guess the biggest change in my life is I'm going to give all that up. It's been a pleasure to me in some ways. It's been a pain, but it's also been a pleasure. But it's not fair to my family. It's not really fair to myself to be in constant poverty, to always be scratching along, always wishing I could do more, wishing I could get this, fix that, buy somebody something, do something that I need to do, and always be broke. It's just ridiculous. Now I've tried to make up for that. I'm not going to go into great detail, but I've tried to make up for my lack of income by all the things that I do that are useful and helpful, and being there for my kids, being there every day for them, being there for my wife every day, being there for the house every day. And there's only so far you can go with that as a grown man and say, wow, gee, I'm sucking at life. Because part of what happened was I wanted to come up to the mountains to raise my children. I wanted to give them a rural upbringing. I wanted them to grow up someplace with good values, where they could have a different way of growing up than if they grew up in the city. Well, I've accomplished that. I've got an 8-year-old daughter, a 10-year-old son, and it's time for us to change our scene, to make things better for everybody, to, in some ways, make more money. That's always going to be helpful in a lot of ways. But also just to give our kids access to more resources, and to have more resources available to me and my wife to improve our careers and our lives. So we're making some changes, and shutting down the shop was basically my biggest choice ever to do that. And I'll get into more later, but I just want to let you guys know that my life's changing, and I'm going to be moving on. I'm not going to be totally abandoning YouTube or anything, but the main reason I started my YouTube channel was to pimp out my products. When I was a case modder, doing pro case modding, I documented all my builds for all my clients, and it also brought me a lot more work. And every time I came up with an invention or a product, I'd pimp it out, and I've been doing that long enough. I'm done with it. I'm not going to be pimping myself out anymore. I'm not going to be pimping my products out. I will still be trying to entertain those of you who have subscribed to my channel and show you what I know and pass along my knowledge, but I'm no longer going to be trying to use that as advertising so I can make money. Right, Lucky. So that's the biggest change in my life. And so me and Lucky Dog are going to sign off now, and I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.